Hey guys, Wisconsin Fishing HD here, and today I'm going to be showing you two different square bills. These are probably two of the most used square bills on the market today, and these two would be the Rapala or Rapala Clackin wrap and the Kevin Van Dam square bill crankbait series. I have the, let's see here, the 74 with me, and the, I'll zoom that in so you guys can see it, 53. Sorry that took so long, I hate this camera. I have the 1.5 and the 1.0. As you can see here, they're almost the exact same size, the 53 being the smallest and the 1.0 being the smallest. As you can see there on the top, it's exact same size. Now I gotta fight with the hooks. And the 73 and the 1.5 being also fairly similar in size. So yeah, let's get into the review. We'll start off with just the hooks and other parts. To start off with the hooks, neither company has extremely good hooks, but I will give this one to Rapala for the hooks. It does have the snag hook. It's not my favorite. Sometimes the fish tend to get lost, but these hooks do not rust, and they they don't break as often. With the KVDs here, the hooks often tend to break, and you tend to get a lot of rust on the hooks, and including the split rings, which I'll have to get new hooks and split rings for that. I already switched out the hooks for this one because the hooks on the other one were awful, and I think I actually took the split rings off from a Clackin wrap and put it on this. I also changed those with the Mustad Ultra Points because the hooks are not very good with the KVDs. For the split rings, I'll also go with Rapala because their split rings are stainless steel, unlike KVDs. KVDs will get quite a bit of rust if you do not take care of them extremely well. Even if you have a little bit of water, they'll still rust up, and I do not like when that happens. So, moving on with the lip, as you can see, Rapala, it has a fairly thicker lip than the KVD, but I do have to give this one to KVD because their lip imparts all of the action on the bait. Without the lip, the bait does not move correctly, and the bait does not work like it's supposed to and catch fish. So, as you can see here, it's a little more flat. It comes off from the bait at a straight angle, and it comes down like this at 45-degree angle about. This one directly comes down at an angle off the bill, or off the bait, and I feel that that works a lot better, especially with square bill cranking. It implements a way wider action than what this one would. But with this flatter bill like this, almost going straight down at the 45-degree angle, it will run a lot shallower, which in some cases you might need this crankbait over this crankbait. It just depends. For sound with my crankbaits, I can't give it to either company. I feel that Rapala does a good job implementing that rattling metal chamber in there with the ball. It's really heard in the water, I can tell, because when I'm running it really fast and I get it up to the boat, you can hear that rattle going. So I know the fish can hear it, but on some days, the fish are more finesse, and you really got to use the quiet square bill. So I do like throwing the KVD more because it seems like a lot of lakes are overfished where I live, so the KVD does catch more fish for me. For the color patterns and design, I would definitely have to go with Rapala, sorry. I used to call it Rapala a while ago, but no, I don't. They do have the holographic design, and it makes it much more interesting to the buyer of the lures, and I would figure that it would give a lot more flash to the fish. For the eyes, all eyes are the same. It doesn't really matter to me, so I'll just put that on a tie. For the body design, I would have to go with the KVD. The KVD has a much more thicker profile. It just feels right. The back is a little different arch than this, and it, as you can see here, the hump is a lot wider. This one's a lot wider. This one's a lot smaller. I will go with KVD on that. And the thing that really matters is if they can catch fish. And I see the KVD catching 2 to 3 times more fish than the Rapala Clackin wrap, or Rapala. Oh my God, Rapala Clackin wrap. That was a tongue twister for me. Just because these are silent and fish are really finesse, especially with this 1.0 in the spring. It can really pull some big fish, and even going up to the 1.5 and 2.5. These can really pull some big fish for you. And these, I seem to actually lose more fish on that snake hook, and that's really the big downer for me, is that snake hook, is because I lose a lot of fish. I don't know why they throw it so good, but I guess they can throw it. I guess it doesn't make a big deal if I change the hooks, but the product is really about what you get out of the package, not what you have to put into it. Like this, I had to put in, what, $2 extra for the hooks, split rings. With this, I'll have to put in more money for the split rings and hooks. It's really what you get out of the package that really counts. So I'm gonna have to give my win to the KVD, or not my win, but my favorite bait would be the KVD over the Clackin wrap. It's just that the KVD performs so well, and it swims just like you'd want it to catch fish. It really works great. It's more weedless than the Clackin wrap, and I would go with the KVD. If you have any questions for me, just leave them down in the comments, and I'll respond to them. See you next time on Wisconsin Fishing HD.